Spike it up, holding on. Trigger, you've done it, you champion. Spike it up, wins. Goes to the lead. John's going to take out the Dudley Justice. And that's Mr. Ali. It could be. He's fighting back. Oh, look at him. Spike it up, does it.
And welcome to Mobile Rolling, Season 2, Episode 12, our last one for maybe 2019, depends on whether Max can find another couple of sponsors. He's very good at doing that, apparently.
Yes, he's got massive sponsors about Wavell, which I'll talk about later, but here we are, Rocky. The start of the season, Episode 1, all four of us are on the bench, and now all four of us are here as well, so it's good to see. Liz and Lockie, yeah, good to be with you.
Good to see you both.
It's always a fun time.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a bloopers coming up at some stage of the
do we have to talk
show.
about that already?
There's a fair bit on. Obviously, we're going to have the presentation of the trophies for the betting segment.
I'm looking forward to getting mine.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. You'll love it. You'll love it. And Shane Loone's going to be here representing the Trainers and Drivers Association. We'll talk about that, which is something new within South Australia. We'll do a season wrap-up of anything that might come up from the whole previous 11 episodes that we've had. And a little bit later on, Barry Curtin and Greg Anderson are going to give us a bit of a plug about the show here.
They've wrapped us up.
The award-winning show that they run, the sports show. They're going to give us a pat on the back for what we've done over the season as well. So that's basically what we're up to as far as the this Episode 12 is concerned. You've enjoyed it, Lucky?
Yeah, it's been fun. I've only been on a few, but I've enjoyed my time on this show.
Well, you've been so busy. You're just full-time commentator now and going all over the country. But yeah, it's been good. Liz, you've had played a big part in the whole season.
I've had
as
a
usual.
really good time, and I've learnt a few new things.
Oh, beautiful. That's good. All right.
It is.
Speaking of Max and some of the sponsors, and I want to get this in about Wavell. Wavell, of course, we talk about so often, about the 13th of December. Amos Vac, Marshall Batteries, Pronto United Finances with the team there. Carl Van Gemmeren, who's the Associate Director, has got on board. Thanks to Carl, and we see the ads all the time, every particular show that you watch on the internet with Pronto. Pet Stock, High Gain, Just Wrecking Toyotas, you see that ad on numerous occasions. Lonsdale Sand and Metal, Air Diffusion Agencies, they've come on board pretty strong. Bill Threadgold is the Managing Director of ADA, as they call themselves. Yeah, you know Bill?
Yeah, know him very well.
Air Diffusion Agencies, TAB, and of course Anglevale Fodder, who have been involved before. So they're the sponsors, and we'll be looking at their colours on the drivers at Wavell. So, and they have named the drivers that are competing, and unfortunately I didn't bring the list with me, but from memory there's Jaden Bruin, Jason Finnis, Lance Justice is coming over, Danny and Wayne Hill, Ryan Rahorick, Ken Rogers. Lockie, can you help me out with the last two? Mark Yole, yes, from Tassie.
And
one more.
There's one more. Luke Watson.
Luke Watson.
Yeah.
Luke Watson. There you go. So,
and are you calling them tonight, mate?
Yeah, I believe I am.
Did the apprentice have a race or not?
I don't know. We'll see how he goes. We'll see what the system's like there, but we'll see. I'm not sure.
Everyone's going?
Yep, I'll be there.
You'll be there for Wavell?
Yeah. We'll
Whereabouts?
Bulba.
Get it cheap?
Oh, I don't know yet. see what strings I can pull.
Anyway, so that's what Wavell, the 13th of December, that's something we've been plugging all the way through the season. We'd love to see you there. If you haven't been to the trots before, I guarantee you'll have a good time if you go to Wavell, and that'll be a great introduction into harness racing, something that we've known from years gone by, Rocky, where there's plenty of atmosphere, plenty of excitement, there'll be plenty of action out there on the track.
It was awesome. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It was such a brilliant night, and I couldn't believe how big the crowds were.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, looking forward to it. All right, that'll be it for our start of our show. We'll come back and we'll have JB up for the betting segment very shortly.
Look forward to it.
Welcome to the British Workmen's Club, where we've had star performers here. Jerry and the Pacemakers, Del Shannon, some of the greats of years gone by. But nowadays, they have plenty of great bands performing here. Every weekend, a host of Adelaide's top bands perform. The Party Cats, led by Masters Apprentice legend Peter Tilbrook. We all know Peter. And the Lincolns are here, Chunky Custard, plus a host of South Australia's up-and-coming bands. Right behind me, you can see the fully stocked bar, plenty of drinks to be had, a great location for a great night out at Davis Street, Wingfield, just off Grand Junction Road. Come to the British Workingmen's Club. Welcome back to Mobile Rolling. It's betting time and no more bets. It's over. No more bets. Now, Jack, after episode 10, you're on 27 points plus $208. Okay?
Yep.
Now, we decided to span across the world to give Rocky an opportunity to try and catch us because he was down in the dumps. He was down in the dumps. So you decided to go to Victoria, all right? You went to Topsy's Delight, $20 to win.
Yep.
And you put the last nail in his coffin there. Bang! Home it gets at $4.20, so you got 3 points plus $64 profit. You had 10 each way on Miss Dangerfield.
Very unlucky.
Unlucky, finished
Very
sixth.
unlucky,
No points, minus $20.
Yep.
So the total
Minus 20,
accumulation after episode 11, 30 points, and your bank total plus $252. Now, the rules, which we've stipulated so many times that this one can't quite get hold of, is that for every $10 profit, you get an extra bonus point. So you got 30 points plus $252, so it's 25.2.
Don't make you understand, Jack.
25.2 bonus points.
Good effort, isn't it?
Total 550, no, not quite, 55.2 points.
Good effort.
The winner, Jack Bashara, the champion. Now, we'll present him with a trophy. Why not? And why not get this great man?
Congratulations, JB. You're the expert. Well done.
Thanks, Lockie.
Well deserved.
Yeah, thank you.
There's another one. There's another voucher coming, Jack, as well. Just
$500,
Just
they
so there's
said.
no hard feelings. I got Liz to get me something. She's got $50 worth of hair products and
I've got him home.
and a haircut.
Yeah.
Now, we'll go to the second place getter now, okay?
Jim.
Just so happens to be me, okay? After episode 10, 25 points plus $171 profit. I wanted $20 to win on Code Black and $10 each way armchair drive. Armchair drive was a late scratching, so that then goes on to Code Black. So $40 to win on Code Black at $2.50 on the tab. 3 points plus $60 profit. So total points after episode 11, 28 points plus $231 profit. So 28 plus 23.1 bonus points gives me a total of 51.1 points. Runner up.
And
Second prize.
Started late.
You're taking that on a scratching.
Thank you,
Congratulations. Well deserved.
Second prize, mate. Now,
Looks ridiculous.
let's see who runs third. Oh, Rocky Butterworth. Okay, after episode 10, 22 points plus $83 in profit.
Yep.
Episode 11, you come home so strong.
It was just a little
so
reminder.
strong.
Anyone else ever get 2 winners on the? I don't think so.
Yes, plenty.
I did.
Plenty.
They did.
Jack's
I've
done it.
checked.
I've done it.
Yeah.
No,
I've done
you
it.
have not.
I did it the first round, you goose.
Yep.
You win in the first round.
Yes, I was. When it started with the three of us, went bang, bang, hit the front. Max needed it to get you
Sunday morning.
motivated. You
Didn't you?
just
Picked them
going
Sunday
along
morning.
like this, you were. And then bang.
It's uncharacteristic for you, Rock. isn't
Jack's done it, you've done it. We've all done
It's
it.
not normally not your go.
You bring new people in, Jack, and you just let them win.
Yeah.
Then they come back next
So
week.
you're hustling.
Yeah, and then you
You're
just
hustling.
smash their heads in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after episode 10, 22 points plus $83 profit. So drop the hammer, $20 a win. Beautiful.
Yep.
$1.80.
How far did that win by?
Yeah, good margin.
Yep.
$1.80, 3 points plus $16 profit.
Yep.
Code
16.
Black, $10 each way, $2.50 the win, $1.50 the plays, 3 points for the win, plus $20 profit out of Code Black. So after episode 11, 28 points plus $119 in the profit. So that's 11.9 bonus points. So 28 plus 11.9, 39.9 points. But
That's good.
you've come in
Did I make a profit?
You've come in last. Well, one thing I've got to say. If you're following our tipsters, every single one of us have made a profit on our investments.
Yep.
So I think we should be quite proud of that.
Three
And I think,
cheers for us.
And I think, Rocky, you should be proud
Yeah,
of the trophy that you're about to be presented by
Don't get
Lachlan.
all behind me.
Because that
I get
represents...
very nervous when
that
people all behind me.
represents...
I must
Thank you,
say,
mate.
at the start of this competition, I
Yes.
did a market
Yeah.
on who was going to win this competition.
a look at
And
that.
I had JB Ogzong at $1.50, I had Jim at $2.30,
Yeah.
and my prediction of you running third with $101 odds was correct. So,
Did you back it?
congratulations.
Do you have a bet?
No, I didn't want to have a bet on you, mate. But
Part of that's fallen off, mate.
well done. Congratulations on your trophy. Well deserved.
Thank you.
And well done.
It looks like E.T.
I would hope that you could take it more on the chin than the last person that I presented this trophy
Oh,
to.
so this is second hand.
No. It's the same type of trophy. It's brand new. It's brand new. It's brand new.
Now, where will you be planting that?
Right up and drain by.
Well, the last bloke I gave this same type of trophy
Yes.
like that,
No.
he was a sook and he threw it in the bin.
Did he?
Yeah.
You wouldn't let anyone come in your lounge and see that.
I don't like anyone coming in my lounge.
Well, there you go. All right. So, Jack's a winner. Well done, Jack.
Jim?
Rocky.
Pleasure, Jack.
Well done.
You too.
And honestly, if like I say, if they followed our tips, we've all helped someone
Everyone's a
make a
winner.
profit.
Someone, yeah.
They've all made a profit monetary-wise,
Yeah.
and that's what we've tried to do.
Well, we tried.
yeah. And,
What are you going to do with that, Jack?
Oh, I'll just put it with all the other trophies.
There'll be plenty of room.
I've got another room now. I've got another room in the house. Trophy room.
So grab your trophies, boys. Let's do a little shoot here together, the three of us. The three tipsters. Turn it around, Rocky.
I had friends that used to say that to me.
All right. That's it for the tipsters. We'll come back with a bit of sense shortly, and Shane Loone's going to join us.
Excellent.
Hi, my name is Peter Godric, Director of Cabinet Tech. We specialise in domestic general household cupboards. Commercially, Cabinet Tech has the ability to manufacture all detail types of work, including 2-pack paint finishes, solid timber, stonework, stainless steel, glass and upholstery. Please contact us on phone 8447 1400.
Welcome back to Mobile Rolling after the magnificent trophy presentation. Rocky, just relax and sit there and we'll get to you shortly. But Shane Loone has joined us. Shane, now this time, you've been on our show before, obviously, but this time you're here with a new association that's starting to develop within the harness racing industry. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's correct, Jimmy. We've just started up the Trainers and Drivers Association. They have it in Melbourne and Sydney. We didn't have one over here, and I thought, look, the trainers and drivers need support with the young people coming through and dealing with stewards rooms and all that. We can help them for any issues they got. And also with the change with the government and all that, we want to make sure that our voice is heard at management and board level.
Yeah.
Like with the new national ratings, that affects us and all the programming and how we can put our horses in races.
Yep.
So we need to explain to the management what best suits us and how it's not working for us and what they can fix and how they can tweak the programming.
Yep.
So if we deal direct with them, they got more knowledge and they're better equipped to make decisions.
Okay.
And also we were invited to the harness racing board. We met the board members and that. And they spoke to us and they were really excited because that's the first time they've actually had like trainers and drivers up there and we can share that knowledge from the floor.
Yep.
So yeah, any decisions they're making like that affect us, they're going to pass it on to us, talk to us first, and then make the decision.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
Okay.
Like we're just like the little USB drive, all the knowledge that they can just plug in their computer, use that to make the right decision. So
Okay.
I think going forward and having independent chair people on the board now with the government changes, so we really need to have this. So
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so how does that differ from what Botra has offered
Yeah.
over the years, I suppose, is the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yep.
And do you work in with Botra as well?
We spoke to Botra before we announced that we're going to start the association up.
Yeah.
They were a bit against it, thought we'll try and take over them. We tried to explain to them that we're just concentrating on trainer and driver issues
Yep.
and to feed it straight in to get quick responses.
Yep.
To sort things straight. Like they meet once a month and we want to, someone rings up, got a problem, we want to have it dealt with that
Straight
day or
away.
the next day. Yeah.
Yep.
Before it festers and turns into a lot more.
Okay.
So we said to them that we'd support them, we were happy to work with them and any issues we had, we could come to them or they could come to us. But they were a bit standoffish at first. They thought we'll tread on their toes, but yeah, we're trying to be as polite as we can about it.
Is that being fixed up now? Is it still
I'm
animosity
hoping
there? Or?
I'm hoping it is. I think there is still animosity. There's a lot of rumours that go around, and
Yeah.
every time we're seen to be doing something, there's someone making up a story. But
Oh,
that happens
well,
a lot
clear-
in Globe
clear-
Derby with
clear
a lot
the
of
air
things. but-
here, clear the
yeah,
air
like,
here,
the
so-
thing is, we're here. We got no politics with all the other club issues and that. We're not stepping on Botra's toes. We're just here. Any trainer and driver, you got an issue, gambling, drug issues, horse issues. You got a horse having a problem, you can't get it right. You can come talk to us and we can help each other out.
Yep.
Programming issues, anything that's towards running that business of racing. That's what we're all about.
Yep.
And we just want to help each other, help all the other trainers and drivers, and we want to help the management, and we want to help the Board of SA to make sure they've got all the information they need to make the right decisions.
Okay. So would you still then talk with Bottra and say, hey, listen, we're going to do this, or can even Bottra approach you guys and say...
anyone can approach us. They
Yeah.
can come talk to us if they've got an issue. We're happy to help anyone we can.
Okay. So
Who's on your committee?
Yeah, good.
The
good
committee is
question.
myself, Ray Holberton. Then
Yep.
we've got Ryan Rohorick,
Okay.
Tyson Linky from Port Pirie.
Yep.
And then we've got Samantha Pascoe, who represents a junior drivers person.
Okay.
So we're trying to get someone from each sort of area.
Yep.
So yeah.
So
Are you
it's-
operational. Sorry, mate.
Go on.
Are you operational now? Is it?
Yeah, we had a couple of meetings. We've met the board. All the paperwork for the registration's all gone through. The next meeting, we're going to decide our president, vice president, and all that.
Okay.
We've got the executive officer, which is Bev Davison, Ray's partner. She does all the paperwork and all that for us. So that's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ray himself was president of Bottra. in
Ray was
his
president
term
of
as
Bottra
well,
yeah.
so he knows how Bottra works, and he could probably bring some of that Bottra stuff to what you guys do in that particular area that you concentrate
Yeah,
on.
just on what we're concentrating on. Yeah,
Yeah.
not all the Botcha stuff because we leave that to them. Yeah.
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 Okay.
But he carries a lot of expertise, and we spoke about it for a few years. I spoke to Ray about joining Botcha when he was the president.
Yep.
And I ended up joining just after he'd left.
Yep.
Yeah, but we both thought that there was that area that wasn't fully being covered and that we could work something out. And we looked at other states, and Victoria with Lands Justice have the trainer and drivers, and we're just trying to do exactly like they do. So yeah.
Okay.
So what's the communication been like with all the industry participants, all the trainers, drivers? Have you spoken to many of
We
them?
only
or-
just started circulating membership forms last week. We've already about 40 members. Danny Hill, I tried to get her on the committee because she's a great talker, always got ideas.
Yep.
But she was sort of stuck in the middle, a bit hesitant. But she signed up as a member.
Yep.
And she always comes up and any issues she's got, she comes and tells us, how about trying
Yep.
this and that. She's like full of ideas. It's really good. And that's what we want to encourage people to do. If you've got an idea, come share it and we can see what we
And
can
is
do.
that going to be documented and sent out to only
Yeah, we're
the
gonna have a-
trainers and drivers? Or
Yeah, we're gonna have
or
an
the
email-
punters and public see all this sort of stuff?
We've got a
or-
Facebook page that's just been set up now.
Right.
We're going to be putting posts on there regularly. Once a month, we want to get a letter out to all our members to let them know what's going on in that. We've sourced a sponsor for the association at St Kilda Beach Hotel.
Okay.
They're just under new management and they've set it up really good. So great meals and that. A lot of training people already go there.
Yeah.
So they've come on board as a sole sponsor, and they're also going to put on a monthly award that we can hand out just to, like an achievement award.
Okay.
So it'd be like a dining voucher. So
Yeah.
we hand out just to different people and that once a month.
So do people have to be members to get the help from the Trainers and Drivers Association?
Yeah, it's just trainer, drivers and stable hands are all welcome to join. Membership's only like $10, just enough to cover administration costs and that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just
So
kept
it's not a high expense.
No, it's just nice,
to be
short and
involved.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $10 a year and
Yeah.
we all just try and work together and help each other.
And what about if someone's a bit scabby, don't want to pay the $10, don't want to come to help? What do you say? See you later.
That's Bev
Pay
Davison.
the $10.
Yeah, Bev will sort them out. She's great with figures and paper.
All right, so
She'll
what
be
are
on
you
to them all.
looking at achieving? What's the ultimate goal that your Trainers and Drivers Association are looking at achieving here?
What we want to achieve is to make sure this industry survives, and gets stronger, and all of us participants can make a dollar and keep going and be happy.
Okay.
That's what it's all about.
So trying to sort of build up nearly like a friendship in amongst each other off the track. On the track, you're all enemies. You're out there to win, but when
That's
it
it.
comes off the track, you want everyone
everyone's
to be
gotta get
mates
along,
and get along.
No, that's
yeah.
it.
Okay.
So you've got to be a change.
That's it. A welcome change, well needed one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No
Like they
question
say,
about
what
that.
happens on the track stays on the track.
Yeah.
And we all go out there, we're competitive, we're all trying to win. When you come off, it's back to business.
That's good.
Yeah. But we're all everyone's got to help each other. If we all do,
Yep.
like they say, the old saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So
Yeah.
if we all help each other, we can keep striving forward.
Yeah, I can see down the track that these guys and girls are going to be putting on association barbecues and stuff like that. Just get everyone together, have a chat, just in general,
you
which
just have
is
to-
hard
yeah.
to do.
No,
hard
exactly.
to do around with all the racing schedules and that. But I think, and it's sort of a little bit what we're trying to do with this show as well, Rocky.
Yeah.
We're trying to make everyone just have a bit of fun, enjoy themselves, and have a good time. And I think I'm getting the read that that's what you're
Yeah,
trying
that's
to do.
our main thing. That and giving all the information to the board and to management so they can make the right decisions.
Yeah.
Because if they don't know the information, they can't make the right decision.
Yeah.
But if they've got a background of it then that we've given them, they can look at it and say, oh, well, this might affect that. Maybe we do it this way.
Yep.
So we can only better help them make their decisions. So
Okay.
Well, I think everyone needs help with the NRS
No, you do.
as
The more
well,
knowledge you
know,
got,
that's
more
a
likely
hard
to make
thing
the
as
right
to
decision.
where you put your horse.
Complicated,
And
yeah.
you can, if you can talk to each other about claim concessions and mare concessions and maybe the issues they're having with 3-year-olds, if these guys can put that to the powers and say we need to change our part of the NRS to suit South Australia, not to suit Australia, but to suit SA, that can be a good thing as well.
With the national rating system, like you say, the 3-year-olds are hard done by. Before you used to get the 2 restricted wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were well done
fronts.
by.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
now
we
they've
really
chopped
looked
them
at-
from good down to here.
The trainers and drivers come up with a scheme and a series for 3-year-olds that we thought might work over here and negate that problem. At the moment, we met with Ross and David, and they like the idea.
Yep.
They're tweaking a few things, but there's probably going to be a few series going to come up.
Yep.
And it'll increase the value of them 8,000 like the St Ledger. They're looking at increasing the prize money of that and putting on non-penalty heats in between.
Okay. Yep.
So you can go and fish your cheaper races, don't go on penalties, and instead of 8,000 races, it's going to be like worth 12,000. So that'd be more lucrative. And to protect the local product, you'd have to race in one of the heats first. So if a Melbourne person wants to come, they've got to come over for a cheaper race, then come back for the finals. So
Yeah.
it also protects our horses as well here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's up to you guys to work out those ideas and come up with them. And $10 of membership to be part of the, what are you calling yourself? Your Trainers and Drivers Association of South Australia.
Yeah,
okay.
that's correct.
Pretty simple, straightforward. Well, if we have episode 3, and there's no reason why we won't here at the British Workingmen's Club, then we'll get you back, Shane, to give us an update who you voted in as president, vice president, and how it's going. And obviously there'll be issues where you think you're heading in the right direction, you might have to just change. So you just got to tell people what you're going to be changing and what you're doing right.
That's it.
Yeah.
If we use social media, like that gets out to everyone now. There's no reason. So
Okay.
it should be good.
All right.
Very good.
There's Shane Loone, possible president of the Trainers and Drivers Association here on Mobile Rolling. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the season wrap-up of Season 2. Just Wrecking Toyota, South Terrace Wingfield, for all your recycled and reconditioned parts. Our huge range covers almost every model in the vast Toyota stable. Proudly South Australian with over 25 years in the automotive recycling industry. So, if you want to save some serious money on anything Toyota, call us on 8359 4499 for fast and friendly service. Welcome back to Mobile Rolling. It's time for season wrap-up, and we've had, this is the 12th and final episode for Season 2, and Season 1 we had Shane Loone, Ross Neal, Shane was on here today as well, and Shane, of course, spoke about Tinted Cloud, which good progress there. We had Liz and Lockie on the panel with us at the start of Season 1, and obviously we had Jack Bashara involved with the tipping side of things, and yourself and myself. So, yeah, look, one thing you mentioned there, which we haven't really followed up, Carnival of Cups. Have you put pen to paper to Harness Racing SA, or have you thought about it a bit more? Because we all thought that was a good idea, didn't we?
We're talking it up.
I have written a fair bit down, and that's the truth of it. I haven't presented it to anybody yet because of all the different things that are happening with the board and the structure, but I'll certainly present that to whoever's CEO once the dust settles.
Okay. All right, so in this episode we had Ross Neal, the CEO of Harness Racing SA, and he wanted to liken himself to Donald Trump. So let's see what Ross has got to say. Ross, Southern Cross, I've heard there's a few changes happening with the Southern Cross. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the board have decided, we had a board meeting yesterday and decided to make some changes with respect to the Southern Cross, and more particularly trying to encourage those within the state to essentially do a little bit better out of the series. You know, the series is for South Australia. It's a South Australian series, but as we're all aware, over the last few years, a fair bit of money has evaporated out of the state and gone to trainers have come in from interstate and taken our money. And
but they have been South Australian owners. They have. Like a portion of the winners.
Yeah, a portion of them have. But what we're looking to do is reward those owners and those connections that are in South Australia, that are contributing to the industry and participating actively in the industry over the period. So, you know, it's really a bit of the Trump mentality. He puts America first, we want to put South Australia first.
Got the wrong hairstyle, Ross.
I haven't even got a style, John. I don't have options.
So there you go. Ross Neal believes what he's doing within Harness Racing SA is similar to what Donald Trump is doing, but he definitely hasn't got the look of Donald Trump or the hairstyle, has he? I don't think
Or
so
the partner.
anyway. No, exactly. I don't know. Julie's okay. Anyway, episode 2, this is where we went to the new spot Motor Group, and that's where we started filming from there. We had Stephen Norman from Allenby Lodge, and of course he had Major Secret that he was talking about. And Liz, you caught up with Gordon Carter, the clerk of the course, and spoke with him, and you seemed to have a bit of fun, but I got the impression you already knew Gordy.
I do, yeah. Gordy and his partner Stacey, I know them really well. So yeah, we I think there was a lot of behind the scenes banter going on that day as well as the interview. So
the part that I wanted to highlight here was the start of the show where Rocky, who was the tipping sensation last season, and of course. Anyway, we won't go into the tipping side of things, but Rocky went out of his way to say how good a job Jake Webster had done with 3 Kings and how good the horse was. Let's go to the race replay of 3 Kings after we go through what Rocky said about this particular horse.
I reckon Jake Webster has found the bargain buy for South Australia through his research of Western Australian horses. He's picked up a horse called 3 Kings who won first up last Monday, and it's now in Saturday night in a $7,000 race. I know he only paid $4 for it. It's won $188,000 in prize money and comes here as a 47 national rater. So virtually it comes over here up to $188,000 as a C1.
Yeah, I believe that horse is raced in the ownership of Jake's mum, Lizzie.
It is.
Yeah,
she doesn't know yet.
Oh, doesn't she?
No. Hasn't got a clue.
And it's still White Star Steffi here by 5 metres. 3 Kings needs to lift on the outside. Making ground and about to angle off is I Wanna Rock and Roll. They're up to good turn. Nothing really is running up on good enough at this point in time. Top of the front straight. White Star Steffi goes for home. Looming up on the outside, I Wanna Rock and Roll. Down the inside late is Hockey Greg. Halfway down the running, it's I Wanna Rock and Roll going to the front over White Star Steffi. White Star Steffi kicks back, but I Wanna Rock and Roll gets up to beat White Star Steffi. Hockey Greg third. Fourth was Our Front Page in front of In Good Nick. Then in turn, Almeria, Go Go Shikari, far as the eye can see. And 3 Kings drifted back to last placing.
The Kiss of Death. You've gone from the tipping sensation to the Kiss of Death. But obviously we had Ron Webster in.
I think it won the next start, didn't it?
Hasn't had a run since then, mate.
Had a trial. It had a trial, didn't win the trial.
Anyway,
it's got issues.
That was episode 2. That was episode 2.
Trust issues.
yeah, learn from the best.
Episode 3, we caught up with Paul Cavallaro and Ron Webster, who told us about what the problem was with 3 Kings, that the horse had a problem there. Now, you're good mates with Paul Cavallaro, have been for a long time, and appreciate what he's done in the sulky and off the sulky and so forth.
Great
but Rocky gets a little bit confused about Paul's age, so let's see what Rocky had to say in episode 3.
Mate, you're getting up in age as well, like you're in your late 50s, and people probably haven't known enough about you.
So what do you mean he's in his late 50s?
Well, he's just got that grey hair and going on, hasn't he?
What are you talking about?
You?
Paul Cavallaro and his wife Lisa, he's like the George Clooney and his wife of harness racing.
I didn't say he's not a very good looking man, but we've had enough of the men talk, I reckon, on here.
It's the second concerning comment from Rocky of the show. So.
Gosh, never mind. Unbelievable.
Moving on.
All right. Episode 4. Justin Bruin and Samantha Pascoe were our guests there. Liz, you caught up with Justin Bruin. I like this segment where Justin, with a little bit of chai latte, he was getting her ready for the race, and you pointed out, Rocky, that Sam was actually driving her in the race. So how did that go for you?
It was really good. I mean, there was the particular gear he was putting on, a little chai latte that day, I didn't know a few of the odds and ends of it myself. So it wasn't just informative like for, the viewers, it was good, something extra I got to learn along the way as well. So, and he's really easy to interview and talk with as well.
Yeah.
So
I think it was the best one you've done.
Yeah.
It was really,
Really good.
Yeah.
She's done some good ones.
Not many. But
And Lockie, you would have been excited.
That was coming.
Because Sam Pascoe, one of those that you're trying to pick up with one of the
come on, here we
interviews
go.
from season 1. She was there driving the horse.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
You haven't picked her up yet.
No.
No, not yet.
Anyway, that was episode 4, and Liz was on the panel with us that day as well. So well done, Lizzie. Lizzie's done very well. So then because Lockie couldn't get his girlfriend or supposed girlfriend, he flicked me off the panel and he took over in episode 5.
And I think this was the best episode of the season for me. Episode 5 was definitely the highlight.
It was. It was. You had Jaden Bruin and Gary Crocker as well, and 2 of your superstars that you love so much. And Ashley Kramer, of course, Liz, you caught up with Ashley and he did a guided tour of Globe Derby.
Yeah,
of the South Australian Harness Race.
That was pretty easy.
It was really good. Oh, so simple. Not much to it.
You enjoyed hosting episode 5, Lucky?
Yeah, I thought I did. I thought I did a good job.
Yeah.
Rocky was hard to control, but I think I did a good job of keeping him levelled and so forth.
making a couple of enemies this season.
Yeah.
So he's getting upshot now. So I told you what was happening.
You want to be careful walking across that roof one night, mate. I reckon you're going to push you off.
I'm going to check my food every time he hands it. I'll go get you something to eat. Priscilla said, don't trust him. He's going to poison your food. Yeah. All right, so that was episode 5. Episode 6, we caught up with the big man of harness racing, Ray Lemon. Leanne Ewan was there from Harness Racing SA. And Liz caught up with Wayne Hill, speaking of barrier draws. So again, Liz making a huge contribution there. Episode 7. Now, Liz, you caught up with Colin Henderson of Hopkins Saddlery. Like trying to get blood out of a stone, wasn't it,
It was an awesome interview. You should see it.
And what was that about? That was weight and sulkies and stuff like that, wasn't it?
That was, yes.
So
it was
you went
very
on
informative.
The education side of things.
I did, absolutely.
And Liz did tell us from the start. I want to educate everyone out there that's probably not...
No, she did.
Yeah, and did exceptionally well there with Colin.
What'd you talk about?
About the weight in sulkies, whether the weight makes any difference in the sulkies and stuff like that, wasn't it, Liz?
Yep.
And how did the boss go that day?
I don't know.
Foolish.
Yeah, exactly.
I did an awesome job.
You did a very good job.
I had to work with what I was given.
Yep.
Not saying any names.
Our next segment, you'll see a lot of Liz with that too, I can tell you that, so stay tuned. Mario Borg was here talking about Cullen's legacy. He got on board, he saw that Shane Loone had tinted clouding. He said, I should do this with Cullen's legacy, so there's another stallion that they've thrown out there in the open. And we had Lane and Corey Johnson on the show as well. And,
confident little fella.
Yeah, he had a stab at Corey about how he used to dress so immaculate when he was a younger man, then he's got to buy his own clothes now, he doesn't dress so flash, but he's okay. Episode 8, we had Rob Caruso.
Yep.
The loud-speaking Rob Caruso. And this one I really liked, Liz, what you did with Dr. Roger Hainsel.
I loved that. That was really good.
And you know, when he was taking the bloods from Frank Pulicino's horse, you can see Frankie's wanting to get into the screen.
Kicking him in the ankles, telling him to get back.
But I think that was really educational for people that don't understand what happens when swabs are taken.
Absolutely. It's and it was all that aspect of the welfare of the horses as well. You know, there was so much in it. It was awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. So that was Dr. Roger Hainsel, and the thing that I was a little bit concerned about was with Dr. Roger Hainsel was that he was suggesting that Liz was on the nose a bit because there was flies everywhere. He said, you got all these flies here. Yeah. Did you not bath that morning?
I know, I didn't. You know, we're in drought. Come on.
Anyway, that was episode 8. So that was at New Spot Motors. And then from there on, we made the shift here to the British Workingmen's Club. So episode 9, we had Ross Neal on again. And he followed up on a few things that we spoke about earlier from episode 1. But Rocky, you caught up with Ryan Rohorick, trackside at Globe Derby.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a beauty, Ryan. He's the last couple of years, before that he's quite a quiet fella and kept to himself, but over the last 12 months he's opened up a whole lot more and he interviews really well and has got a lot of good things to say these days, Ryan. So
Yeah.
it was a good interview.
How do you get on with him with trackside interviews when he drives a winner? Because you do all the trackside interviews, Lockie.
Yeah, Ryan's great.
Ryan's great?
I have no problem with Ryan.
It's not that you told me on the way to Port Pirie a couple of times.
I've never had a problem interviewing Ryan. All the drivers are great, actually.
Isn't what happens in the car stays in the car, you two?
Oh yeah, I know. If I
along.
went out with some of the things Jimmy says up on the way to Port Pirie, I don't think we would be continuing a conversation. But no, Ryan is great. I love interviewing him after races when he wins.
He's always told me that, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
All right, that was episode 9. Episode 10, we had Gary Crocker and the great star Lachlan Stace. Eh?
Compare, Star.
So Gary Crocker was quite good, wasn't he?
You reckon?
What
Yeah.
did you talk about that day?
He talked about Horse of the Year.
Did he?
Yes.
From memory. Can't say I watched it, but I thought I better not watch the episode I'm in because that's just a little bit,
Vain.
egotistical.
No. Of course you got to look at it and see what you've done right, what you've done wrong. So
I didn't get to say a lot from memory. I think I got like 50 words in.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, who was talking the most? Lockie? Rocky?
That one over there.
One in the middle.
Okay. Well, I was giving them your story.
Yeah, I thought you told it very well.
And again, I stress, hats off to you for where you've got to where you've been. And well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
For sure. Yeah. Even though you're trying to knock me out of my job and I can't feed my family if you
I'd
do,
probably
but that's
check the
okay.
brakes on your car too.
Yeah. No, that'll be good. He gets a lift to Pirie, so he won't have to with the car. And episode 11, we had Tiana McMahon.
Yep.
And Tiana, this is where Rocky comes in, because whenever we get anyone on the show that drives a winner very shortly, he says it's because of him, and she got a winner on Monday, thanks to Rocky. And Mario Borg was there representing the president of the Country Clubs Association, and
He gave us nothing.
were you on the panel this episode?
No,
of that?
not that day, no.
Okay. Why not? Where were you?
I was doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Mario on as president. So, yeah, that was the 11 episodes, and this is episode 12. So now we have to reflect on what we've done in episode 12.
We really have to.
But anyway, that's what we've done so far for season 2. Anything you want to add before we close this session, boys and
No.
girls?
No, just good
No,
fun.
let's
Good
see us
work.
all back again for season 3.
Okay. Yeah, season 3. Yeah, sounds like good. All right, so that's it. Now, shortly after this, we'll be going to Barry Curtin and Greg Anderson, who are going to compliment us on what we've done so far.
Looking forward to that.
Is that what we're calling it?
Pronto United Finance provides a professional, friendly and personalised service, offering competitive consumer lending solutions for whatever your current lifestyle finance requirements may be. We offer secured and unsecured loans for all types of items and occasions, large or small. It might be for a car or motorbike, a boat, a jet ski or caravan, and even horse floats. It might even be for a holiday or wedding. Contact us today, get your pre-approval in place and your mind at ease. Pronto United Finance, putting your personal needs first.
Hi, Barry Curtin from the award-winning SA Sports Show, along with co-host Greg Anderson.
Yes, it is award-winning. We had a fantastic season with old Philly Smythe and had wonderful guests and very professional show.
That's the secret.
I
That's
knew,
the secret.
I knew.
That is the secret. We're great fans of the show Mobile Rolling, which is great fun. Rocky Butterworth, Jimmy
Great
J.
tips too, by the way.
Yeah, they do, but it's a good little show. What we like to do on the SA Sports Show, one of the reasons why we won that gong, was our professionalism.
No errors.
No tapes, no bloopers, no nothing. But I want you to have a look at a bit of footage here to show the difference between the SA Sports Show, award-winning SA Sports Show, and Mobile Rolling.
It's riff-raff,
And a bit of
isn't it?
riff-raff. Have a look at this, and we'll come back shortly.
Oh, you're going to have a crack at me.
Yeah, I'm going to have a crack at both of these mugs. That's all right, that's what you want. You want action. And now we have to talk about the Magneto Pulse as well, so that's even more time. I've never seen this before. Yeah, come on, after 5 is 4.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome everyone to Mobile Rolling, episode 4 actually. Shall we do that again? Here we go. Welcome back to Mobile Rolling, yes. We'll do that again. red lights there, red lights there. That's true, that's got red lights. Should have left that in for a blooper. Ready? Come on, Max, count us down. We're ready for this. Here we go. I was thinking about different things when you mentioned Dillinger, but anyway. All right. Anyway, so what am I doing? What am I doing?
So that's it for another episode.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Chalk and cheese really, isn't it? Jesus. Okay. All right.
Now, would you call them highlights, Greg? I don't know about highlights, but they just could not get the show going. We've never had that.
Great bloke.
Johnny
He's a
Bashara,
great bloke.
Ex-Rosewater.
He is,
digger.
yeah.
Ex-Rosewater fella, Jimmy Jakes. Now, that's what happens when people laugh. You know, people laugh, it becomes infectious.
I blame Rocky Butterworth. That's what I'm blaming.
Rocky,
he starts giggling, he can't stop, he gets everyone, he distracts people.
That's him.
That's
He's a
his issue.
distractor.
That's his problem.
Now, you know, it doesn't end there. It doesn't.
Oh.
Now, we tried to put a bloopers thing together for our
Can't
sports
do
show.
it.
Can't do it. Because it's just a totally professional show. But they look further into the harness racing here, and Liz Barbaro was sitting in a sulky, which would have been a great segment had it worked.
Because I want to know about that.
Well,
exactly.
exactly right. We know what sort of weight you are in the sulky. So it's a really professional outlook as to how it all works, how a sulky works.
Easy to talk about.
Reins, got the reins, got everything. Well,
one take, sure.
One take?
Yeah, sure.
Try 1 hour. She threatens the staff. She threatens the producer.
Yeah.
She threatens all the floor crew. She threatens everybody.
I've got to see
around.
this. This will be fantastic.
Just have a look at this.
How do these adjust for little short people like me? Okay, right. Okay. I knew you were going to do that. I could see that happening. Okay, I need a helmet. I need a helmet with him. I don't trust him. Is there anybody going to know that he's the mongrel at the other end holding this up? Okay, cool. No. Right, I'm going to take you down. Meet you around the car park. Okay, I'm not enjoying this anymore. I don't like him. You're dead. You're going down. I've got little teeny tiny feet.
It's the right angle, right?
Oh no! I knew that was coming. I could see it in your face. You're gonna do something. Where's my ejector seat?
Oh, you're right, Lizzie. I've got you sweet.
Really? I have no trust in you. You're the reason I have trust issues.
Well, Liz.
I loved it. That was a segment in itself. I would have played that whole lot then. That was fantastic. How funny was that?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. But when you're thinking about it, Greg, this is a show we're putting out for the public.
Time's money.
Time is money.
Again.
Time is money.
Again.
But she was great. She was great.
Funny. That was really very good.
The producer that no one knows, but on the other end of that soul.
He's clowning around. He's clowning around.
He's clowning around on his own set.
Yeah.
So that's you wonder why his life was threatened
Not
by Liz.
professional at all.
And everyone else's life got threatened
That
as
looked
well.
like fun.
But it did look like a lot of fun. We're going to take you now to the last show, Mobile Rolling. Now, you know how we go in, bang, producer goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang, off you go, and it's done.
Millimetre perfect.
1 hour, boom,
That's us.
all over. That's us.
Yeah.
Award winning.
Yeah, award winning again. We've got to mention that.
Have you still got
Australian.
the trophy? Australian award.
Yeah, not just SA, Australian.
Which Mobile Rolling should really be aspiring to.
I know.
But with footies like this,
they can't see our bloopers because we don't have bloopers.
We don't have bloopers. We're too professional.
That's what's
maybe next year we'll have bloopers.
Maybe next year.
But this is brilliant because the footage you're about to see is just one show. This is not a compilation of 20 shows. This is just one show, and it takes forever to get them talking. Just take a look at this.
Oh, you got to see
Have a look at
this.
Okay. Right, I'll start this one. Right, now play. Oh, that's it. See you. Bye.
I used to be knock around.
With the drag run.
Not with my bookie board.
Okay, boys, you're right. And razor blades.
The battery boxes weren't actually batteries.
A few moments later.
Rocky's got this at the start. Don't we usually indicate who's going to start? Are you any good in the fucking morning?
Look at him, mate.
Yelling at everyone. Who's going to lead in?
Rocky.
Yeah, but he didn't want to earlier.
The listener.
I try not to.
Hey, that's the new nickname.
You don't need the dummy card.
Yeah, you dummy cards, okay.
12 seconds later.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, You're right, Mario.
Hello, how you going, everybody? We're here at Mobile Rolling.
I've been videoing myself on the Facebook.
Can you go and clean their car or something? Surely that needs something done outside.
Dad must have a,
So you boys are leaving the free.
Dad must have an unbelievable amount of patience.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let's have a lot of fun. Okay, boys.
Your mic's off.
Yeah, I'm not on yet.
Would you like me to lead?
That sounds good, Mario. I like that.
What do I press?
The on button.
Oh man.
Hang on.
Can we do 8 o'clock next week? That should be funny.
Get earlier and earlier.
Oh, hang on. I haven't tucked my cord in.
1 hour later.
I'm not gonna
Lead into this.
2 hours later.
Hey, Max. Yeah. When are you going to be ready for this segment? We're ready.
Okay, mate.
Oh no.
The word gentleman flung down.
3 hours later.
5.
No. I'm nowhere near and ready for you, mate.
I don't know.
No, right. What did that dentist do to you this
Good morning,
morning?
everyone. Welcome back to
Instead of giving you
Mobile Rolling.
lignocane, he's giving you laughing gas.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, boys, come on.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
5, 4, 3.
No. Yes.
You do look a bit gooby today.
Fucking hell. Right.
Don't go reaching for your boss belt.
Righto.
He's ready. He's quite ready.
Come on, Mario. Be serious. This is a serious show, mate.
Okay.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Now he's stuffed the chair.
Broken it.
Oh no, Brandy's.
It's all right. Put it on
Talk.
the
Can you hear him? Talk. He just
Can you hear me?
You must be having fun over there, mate.
1 eternity later.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Okay.
Mary, bring us in. No, right out. Off.
Bloopers.
Yeah, I got it. Always has.
He never listens. He never listens, but that's the words I've ever heard. and he's still trying to justify his existence. Mary.
Ready?
Mary, stop mucking around.
Come on, girl.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
5.
Hang on, I've got to blow my nose. Well, you won't want snot running. Oh, did I
Mate, I've got an
Yankee?
appointment at 5:30 tonight if we can get this moving.
Hopefully we'll get you there on time. Alright.
Eventually.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Mobile Rolling. Great interview with Fiona McMahon, Jimmy, and now we're joined by the Grand Master of Country Clubs.
Oh, I'm sorry, after you.
No, not at all. After
No,
you.
I insist after you.
Oh, no, after you.
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 After you. After you. After you.
Wow. Now that is one show. That's what I'm telling you.
I can't believe it.
I'm glad we had a chat about this today because, you know, as I say, they aspire to be award-winning, like the SA Sports Show.
Their bloopers is longer than the actual show in itself.
Well, it's longer than our show.
Right.
It's longer than our show. And the little Looney Tunes at the end, I love that because
that's Rocky all over.
That's Rocky and Jimmy.
That's them, those two, all over. Yeah.
When they see this, are they going to be embarrassed?
Chipmunk 1, Chipmunk 2.
That's them.
Yeah,
and that's their names from now on.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a great show.
It's a great show.
Mobile rolling, but it doesn't roll.
It doesn't roll most of the time.
There's
Pure
no
production.
rolling. That's right.
Riff-raff.
Absolute riff.
No, that was great fun.
As you can see, the boys have a lot of fun on that show. It is a great show, and Greg and I couldn't wait to take the you-know-what out of them, but a lot of fun.
You're welcome.
See the boys down at Modry Battery Services. With over 40 years of experience in batteries, stocking the largest range in supercharged batteries with more power, longest life and battery warranty. They specialising in auto electrical and aircon regas and repairs. Welcome back to Mobile Rolling. Just had the bloopers, Jimmy, and Les and Lockie.
Well,
everyone got a bit of a flag there.
I thought Barry Curtin and Greg Anderson were going to give us a plug, but they've shafted us there, haven't they?
Yeah,
they made absolute fun of us in our professional way that we've conducted ourselves.
And they gave their show a bit of a plug as well. They kept bringing the 2 words award-winning up a lot, so...
Well, they are.
Yeah, they are. But, I think it was more of a plug for their show.
Yeah. Anyway, that is what it is, I suppose. But in all seriousness, a bit what we touched on with Shane Loone. For the participants out there, basically this is Max Beasley's little dream when he wanted this show on, and everyone here has tried to make a contribution where we know that you're doing it tough out there in the harness racing world. I know myself that if everyone got paid $10 an hour for the amount of work that they put in for their horses to get to the races and look after them out of race time, you'd all be millionaires. And with the prize money, you're not millionaires, simple as that.
That's right.
We know you're making a commitment, we know you love your horses, and a huge percentage of people love their horses, they have a connection with their horses, and we know that. And we know that, you know, the world's a bit tough every now and then. All we're trying to do is just give you a chance to lighten up, have a bit of fun, enjoy yourself, and keep that love going with your horses and just keep going strong. And that's something that I believe that's what we're trying to achieve here. Just everyone to let their hair down and have a bit of fun.
And enjoy the success of others too, but it's not just about yourself winning races all the time. It's, you know, someone gets a double or a treble, well, good on them.
Yeah.
Don't find ways to put them down, just keep the positives going.
Yeah, and look, if you don't like someone, try and bury the hatchet and try and love them. Liz, you've really had a lot of good sessions with the whole season. I think you've made a massive contribution as per usual, and it's been really
That's
good.
because I'm the queen.
You're the queen? Yeah. But anyway, I mean, have you enjoyed season 2 as well?
I have. I've had a great time. I've had one experience, might have been in the bloopers reel. That was definitely not my favourite day because I now have major trust issues due to someone, we won't mention Max. But otherwise I've had a great time. And this season I loved even more than season 1 because we were able to teach people things that they had no idea about. We weren't just, giving them some information. There's, there can be so much negativity within any racing sport, within the 3 different codes, but to be able to highlight and say, animal welfare is such a massive topic that it's the forefront of everything within this industry is awesome. So. Yeah, it's
you
been
did
great.
well, Liz. Well done, once again. Lucky we didn't get you on as much because you're so busy now with your schedule. But I mean, you hosted episode 5 with Rocky, and we also highlighted you as a superstar. What was that, episode 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. But how are you feeling after calling your first ever full beating of harness racing, which you did at Mount Gambier?
Yeah, rather good, actually. I thought it went quite well, but again, there's still things I've got to work on from that. And just trying to, be positive, but at the same time realise I have things to work on here and there, and just got to keep going, really. So,
Living the dream yet?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that. But no, I'm really enjoying things at the moment. It's
Rocky,
good.
I know some of the things he was working on because I've been to South East all the time, Mount Gambier. After the meeting, he was going around to everyone of importance saying, "How can we get rid of Jake? So I want to come up and say, yeah, he's working on it, mate."
Yeah, he's working hard.
But you've enjoyed it, Rocky?
Been great, mate. Of course, we've built up a bit of a stupid friendship over the journey,
I'm
mate, which
loving
has
it.
been good.
Yeah.
And having these two lunatics come in every now and then has been good as well.
Yeah, it's
Is
all
he
good.
picking on us?
Yeah, not at all.
I'm feeling that right now.
Well, we all love each other's company. I love this guy. Absolutely. And sort of love, friendship love, nothing deeper than that.
Not yet,
He's working
We
on
said
it.
this is a PG show.
But by all means, we'll see how we go. We'll let you know when season 3 comes up. We're hoping that will be next year, maybe. See what happens. But
right.
yeah, thanks for being with us on mobilerolling.net.